answer all of these questions correctly, do you think you're smarter than a fifth grader? That's a different show. Today, I'm going to be giving you guys a general knowledge trivia quiz, whatever you want to call it. It's going to start off very, very easy, as you'll see with the first question. And it's going to get pretty hard. If I answered these myself, I would definitely lose, I think, in the last round. So let's see if you guys can get all of them right and actually beat me. I think, let's just say 20 questions. If you can beat 20 questions, then you're officially smarter than I am. If you don't, then welcome to the Losers Club, with the captain being me. Okay, you guys ready? Make sure to sit down, relax, or lie down. As always, this is ASMR. Down. Are you ready for the quiz? There's about 25 questions. I have my book and my pen with me. You may remember from previous videos. My very old book. I was gonna do just difficult questions, but I couldn't answer most of those, and I thought, what's more relaxing, knowing some of the questions, or knowing some of the answers, or just being absolutely confused the whole time? I would assume the first, so. But it gets tougher in case you want to challenge yourself. Alright, here we go. You ready? And if you want to partake by closing your eyes, that's okay too. You don't need to look. This is all auditory. You can answer in your head or out loud. Okay. Question number 1. What color is the sky? It's a tough one already. Now it specifies on a clear sunny day. And if you're wondering, I did ask ChatGPT to give me 25 questions and to make it increasingly difficult. And you're going to see some in like a difficult category. It's going to be like, what color is the sky? You'll be like, what? But in general, these do get harder. Okay, what color is the sky? If you said red, you are wrong, because it's on a clear sunny day. Otherwise, it could be right, depending on what show or video game you're referencing, or if there's a solar eclipse, or what's the one that makes it red. Anyway, number 1 is blue, just like this pen. Blue. Alright. I hope you haven't gotten anything wrong yet. The second one's actually, honestly, a difficult question, and they put it in easy. I feel like this can trick people. The question is, how many continents are there on Earth? Continents. How many continents on Earth? How many continents on Earth? Well, I know North America. The thing is, some people will do certain continents differently. They may mix North and South. No, they may. It's Central. Some people include Central America as its own continent. Do you do that for this question? Alright, got your answer. Here we go. The number of continents on Earth are 7. 7, 7, 7, 7, 7, 7, 7. 7, 7, 7, 7, 7, 7. Let's see if I know them. North America, South America, Africa, Asia, Europe, Antarctica, Oceania, Australia. Knowledge. Alright. Question number 3. Question number 3. What is the largest planet in our solar system? Now this is interesting. I should have done this quiz on my own. Because I could see the answer here. I wonder if I would have chose this answer. I feel like I would have had this with another planet. Also a side question. I'm just going to make my own. I don't know if it's in this quiz. If it is, then I apologize. But how many planets are there in our solar system? If you said 8, congratulations. But if you said 9, you got points. Not on the quiz, but in my heart. Pluto will always be a planet to me. Okay. I love you, Pluto. Alright. The question was, what is the largest planet in our solar system? Perfect. Got your answer. The answer is not Saturn. It's not Neptune. It is Jupiter. Jupiter, 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 Jupiter. Next question. Okay, I don't think these questions are, like, the first 5 are easy questions, but I don't think they're in order of easiness, because this question is, what is H2O commonly known as? What is H2O? Even if you haven't taken a science course, the fact that this is in a lot of media and people's conversations, they like to say this instead of the word water. If you've ever seen Waterboy, great movie, you'll know what H2O is. The answer is, we're just going to skip this one. Water, 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 water. And the last easy question is, what is the capital city of France? Now, capital cities in general are pretty difficult to me, except pretty popular countries like America, Canada. France is one. What is the capital city of France? What is capital city of France? The answer is Paris. 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 France. Paris. 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 Alright. Those were the first 5 easy questions. I hope you all got them right. If not, that's okay. We're aiming for 20 out of 25. If you could get 20 out of 25, then you're in the winner's club. If not, you're in the loser's club with me. You don't want to do that. Okay, you don't want to be there. So that was 5 questions. If you got them all wrong, there's still a chance for the winner's club. You can get every single question left right. Okay. Now we're moving into moderate questions, which are easy, but a little bit of difficulty, especially if you don't know certain things. So question number 6. Who wrote the play Romeo and Juliet? Who wrote Romeo and Juliet? Now I'm curious. curious because in Canada, in our English class, we definitely learned a lot about this person and their plays. I wonder, do people around the world also learn about this? I would assume so. It's a very influential person. And even if you've never heard or read their plays or been to one, you definitely have heard the name. And the person who wrote Romeo and Juliet is William Shakespeare. William Shakespeare. William Shakespeare. William Shakespeare. Shout out to everyone who's named William. Shout out to you. Question number 7. What is the smallest prime number? What is the smallest prime number? Now, here's the thing. Just to level out the playing field, I want to give you a hint as to what a prime number is. Okay? Just so you know. Maybe you haven't been taught that. Maybe you're from a different country, so your first language is not English, so you don't know what that means. Prime number is a number that can be divided. Maybe I shouldn't, but I'm pretty sure I know what this means. That can be divided by itself and 1. And that's it. It can only be divided by itself and 1. So for example, 13 can only be divided by 13 or 1. Meaning it can be divided as a whole number. So you could divide 13 by 2, it'll be 6.5. But that doesn't count. It has to be a whole number. So the smallest prime number. Now, arguably, you could say 1, because 1 is divided by itself and 1. So if you said that, I'll allow that. But we're going to go with the answer it says here. So ignoring 1, what's the smallest? It's 2. 2. 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. 2 is the smallest prime number. Okay. Math, I'm telling you, math is gonna come back. We always say, I don't need to know math. When do I need to use this? For a quiz on YouTube, like that. What is, this is number 8 by the way, what is the currency used in Japan? What is the currency used in Japan? What is the currency used? If you've ever watched anime, you should know this. If you've ever... Actually, I think like most people, just in general, from conversations and TVs, anime, TV shows. What is the currency used in Japan? The answer is the Japanese yen. Now, it says Japanese yen. I'll allow yen. Anything like that. You can definitely do that. If anyone said the Japanese dollar, I want to give you a point, but I can't. Japanese yen. Japanese yen. Okay. Question number 9. What element has the chemical symbol O? O, 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 O. Did anyone else memorize, what's it called? Like songs? Hydrogen, lithium. Oh no. Hydrogen, lithium. Oh no. What's the song? Hydrogen, lithium, beryllium, carbon. Wait, what's number 3? 1, 2. Wait. Oh, I don't remember. Anyway, it goes on to say the element that has a chemical symbol of O is oxygen. Oxygen, oxygen, oxygen. The Pacific? No. The Arctic? No. The Atlantic Ocean is the correct answer. Atlantic Ocean. Atlantic Ocean. Atlantic Ocean. Atlantic Ocean. Atlantic Ocean. Let me switch page here. Alright. We are moving on to challenging questions. The next 5 questions are challenging. From what I can tell, some of these may trick people, but in general, they're not that bad. Okay. The first challenging question, question number 11, is: which country is both a continent and a country? Now, I didn't realize this was a question, so I might have just gave you the answer previously, but let's just ignore that I did that. Which country is both a continent and a country? And we're going to go through this one very, very quick, because if you were paying attention, you would know. The country that's both a continent and a country is Australia. Australia, 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 Australia. Oh nor. Oh nor. Cleo is Australia. It's Australia. Australia. Now, the continent is sometimes called Oceania, I think. Don't know really the context behind that, but it is what it is. It's Australia. Alright, next question. Who painted the Mona Lisa? Now, this is an easy one, but the only time I think that you would get this sort of wrong is if you confuse this person's name with someone else. Another artist or another well-known name who painted the Mona Lisa. Mona Lisa, Mona Lisa, Mona Lisa, Mona Lisa. The person who painted the Mona Lisa is my favorite actor, Leonardo DiCaprio. I'm just kidding. Leonardo da Vinci. Da Vinci, Da Vinci, Da Vinci. Da Vinci. Da Vinci, Da Vinci, Da Vinci. Leonardo da Vinci, Da Vinci, Da Vinci. Leonardo da Vinci. Leonardo is also my favorite Ninja Turtle, if you're wondering. Color blue. And katanas. Who doesn't want katanas? Alright. Number 13. What is the hardest natural substance on Earth? It's not that answer. What is the hardest natural substance on Earth? Natural hardest substance on Earth. The answer is diamond. Diamond, 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 diamond. Which is also a girl's best friend. But honestly, I'd like a diamond. I want like a big diamond, like a jewel. Like from, like Indiana Jones, like Cave Explorers. I want to get like a huge diamond. That would be sick. Anyway, it's diamond. Diamond, diamond, diamond. Alright. Question number 14. What is the largest organ in the human body? Now, I originally got this wrong back when I first heard this question. There's a hint. It might not be a hint. But since then, I've seen this in a lot of YouTube videos or just quizzes in general that I now know the answer. So I'm not going to give you a hint. But I kind of feel like this is... No, I'm not saying nothing. If you're going to get it wrong, you're going to get it wrong. I'm not going to say anything. I'll tell you after, though. What is the largest organ in the human body? The answer is the skull. skin. Now, since when is the skin an organ? I always think about liver, kidney, lung, a heart, brain, something inside the body, but the skin is essentially the largest organ. Why? I don't know the reasons. I would like to know the reasons, but I feel like that's such a trick question. That kind of sucks, but rules are rules. If you said anything other than skin, you're wrong. Okay. And last in the challenging section, we have, which two countries share the longest international border? The largest international border. Which two countries share the longest international border? Okay. I feel like there's a couple of countries that can get close to this title, but the answer is the one, the only, Canada and United States. As a Canadian myself, if I got this question wrong, I would be deported to Australia. I'm just kidding. I would like to visit, but their spiders are really, really big, is what I heard, so maybe not. Alright, 15 questions. We are 60% of the way there. We're past halfway. If you still have essentially your 5 lives, I'm going to say, because you could get 5 questions wrong and still win the challenge, is what I'm saying. If you have all your points so far, you could get 50% of the remaining questions wrong and still be a winner. If you have a couple of questions wrong so far, that's okay. There's 10 more questions. You may know all of them, and that's okay. And if you're already out, that's okay. Keep going, see what your total score is, and just, do your best. And next time, you will win. And don't worry, I feel like my score would have been under 20, and that's okay. And we could be in the same club together. The club's fun. The club has cookies. I'll give you guys cookies if you want. In this club, our club's cool. If anything, you want to get the questions wrong to be in my club. Okay? Alright. Now we're on to the difficult questions. And then the last section is very, very hard. So, we'll see. Alright, difficult question number 16. What is the rarest blood type in humans? What is the rarest blood type in humans? Now, if you ask me, I have no idea. I could not tell you. But the answer is, here's a hint if you want to go. There's O, A, B, and AB. Why is there no AO or BO? And it can be positive and negative. The rarest blood type in humans is A, B, negative, 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 AB negative, AB negative, 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 AB negative. What's your blood type? Post in the comments below. I'm just kidding. Don't do that. I feel like that's personal information you don't need to tell people. Alright, number 17. Who developed the theory of general relativity? General relativity. Now, you may not know based off that question the theory of general relativity, but you may know it based off the formula, and there's a hint. You may know it based off the formula. The person who developed the theory of general relativity, also known as E equals mc squared, is the one, the only, Albert Einstein. Albert. the Earth as if no other planets have any moons, or they just have one. Which could be the case. I don't know. I'm just saying. But your hint is it's not the Earth. And it's not Pluto, because Pluto's not a planet, apparently. Which planet has the most moons? It doesn't even tell me how many planets they have. I mean, how many moons they have. I do want to search that though. But the planet with the most moons is Saturn, which is very interesting. Saturn. I'm very curious how many moons. It probably is double digits, which is kind of crazy. Imagine having multiple moons. Like, you just look up in the night sky and you see like 12 moons. That would be crazy. I feel like that would light up the sky even more than the sun. Alright, that one's a tough one. And it's going to get tougher. I think the majority of people will get one wrong. And I know a lot of people are trying to get perfect scores. This might be the end for you. Number 19. What is the capital city of Iceland? Iceland. I have a friend who's from Iceland, so they would get this right. But I definitely would not. They have not told me what the capital city of Iceland is. What is the capital city of Iceland? Okay. The answer is, I can't even pronounce it. Reykjavik. I think the KJ sound is a Kia. I could be wrong. Reykjavik. Reykjavik. That's my best guess at how that's pronounced. Reykjavik. It's pronounced Reykjavi with an accent going this way. And K. Last K. Reykjavik. Alright, and the last question in the difficult section is, what year did World... That was not the question. What year did World War II officially end? What year did World War II officially end? Now, the number in my head is... Do I give a hint? Yeah, I can give a hint. It doesn't really count as a hint because you don't know what I'm thinking of, but the number I'm thinking of is not the number on this screen. What year did World War II officially end? Officially. I think that's the key word. Officially. The year that it officially ended was in 1945. 1945. For some reason, I'm thinking of 1942. Did it start 1939? My history and my geography are terrible, just so you know. It's 1945 is the official end date of World War II. Alright. Now, thank you for watching this video and making it this far, but it's about to get extremely difficult. We're on the very, very hard questions. If you get 20 out of 25, you are a genius. 20 or more. If you're 15 to 20 questions answered correctly, you did a good job. If you got 10 to 15, try better next time. If you got 5 to 10, poor performance. And if you got less than 5, you're probably asleep, and that's okay. Alright, very, very, very hard questions. Number 21. Which chemical element is named after the creator of the periodic here's a hint. His name is not Mr. Periodic. Okay. It's also not Mr. Table. Okay, 21. Which chemical element is named after the creator of the periodic table? Is it hydrogen, helium, lithium, beryllium, boron, carbon, oxygen? It's a gas. Number 8's a gas. Helium, no. Hydrogen, helium, lithium, beryllium, boron, carbon, oxygen, nitrogen. No, I don't remember number 8. Anyway, the chemical element named after the creator of the periodic table is Mendelevium. Mendelevium, named after Dmitri Mendelevium. Mendelevium. I lied. Named after Dmitri Mendeleev. Mendeleev, Mendeleev. Mendeleev or Mendeleev. Maybe Mendeleev. Dmitri Mendeleev. Shout out to Dmitri. Alright. That was a tough one. Question number 22. What is the only mammal capable of true sustained flight? Now I feel like after seeing the answer, it's easy. No, it's not easy, but you can guess it. But with the way it's worded, it can confuse you. What is the only mammal capable of true sustained flight? Are your answers locked in? I was thinking, okay, what mammals can fly? There's squirrels. Squirrels can fly. But it's not sustained. They glide. So what mammal can fly? It has to be some sort of bird-like creature with wings. And the answer is a bat. A bat is the only mammal capable of sustained flight. Tough question. Question number 23. We all know the Milky Way galaxy, the one that we're in. But what's the name of the galaxy closest to the Milky Way? Some of you may be like, I don't know another galaxy. And I would agree until I read the answer for this. What is the closest galaxy to the Milky Way? I'll give you guys a couple of seconds here. The name of the galaxy closest to the Milky Way. If you want a hint, if you guess after the hint, it doesn't count. But if you want a hint, you're really stuck and you want to try guessing it before the answer. There was a show back in the day, I don't think it's still on, with this name, and it was a space show. The answer is the Andromeda Galaxy. Andromeda Galaxy. Andromeda Galaxy. Andromeda Galaxy. Andromeda Galaxy. Perfect. Alright. 2 more questions left. And if you got 23 right so far, you're guaranteed to win. If you got 20 right so far, you're guaranteed to win. This is just a victory lap. But for those who are at 18, you need these 2 questions answered correctly. Number 24. Good luck. What mathematical conjecture states that every integer greater than 2 can be expressed as the sum of 2 prime numbers. Now, I've heard of this before, but I don't know the name of it. So if someone knows the name of this, honestly, I will give you 2 points if you get close enough, and 3 points if you get this spot on. We're gonna do that. We're gonna make this a little rigged. 24. What mathematical conjecture? Now, if you want a hint on what that means, I can't tell you because I don't know. I don't know. I can't tell you. Conjecture states that every integer, every even integer greater than 2 can be expressed as the sum of 2 prime numbers. Now, 2 prime numbers, as we mentioned, 1 and 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13, 17, 19. Sure, yeah, that's right. What is the name of the mathematical conjecture? If you said the conjecture, I'll give you half a point because it's Planck's conjecture. And the answer is Goldbach's conjecture. Goldbach. Or is it Goldbach? Goldpach. Goldbach's conjecture. I'll be very impressed if anyone got that. And last but not least, the last very hard question. If you get this, I'll give you 2 points. What is the 10th digit of pi after the decimal point? So the 3 doesn't count. Here's a hint, it's 3.14. Here's another hint, 3.14159. What's the rest? We don't need to know the rest, you just need to know the 10th digit. What is the 10th digit of pi? I memorized 14159, which is 5 digits after the decimal place. I know some people memorized like 100 digits or 1,000 digits. That's kind of crazy. I feel like there's some sort of a pattern if that's the case. But for the last question of the day, what is the 10th digit of pi? It goes 3.141592653. 5 is the answer. You could have guessed any number. If you guessed 5, you could have got the points, and it's worth 2 points. 5 is the official answer. 5. That was 25 questions. Did you get 20? Did you win? If not, you should know the quiz isn't over. We got one last bonus question, and I'm gonna make it 2 points, so those who had 18 points can still make it into the Winners Club. The final question of the day. The question is not objective, it's truly fact. The answer is, and the question is, for 2 points, 2 bonus points. Who's better? Ronaldo or Messi? Ronaldo or Messi? Ronaldo or Messi? no hints whatsoever. I'm just doing some shirt triggers here. Alright. Who's better, Ronaldo or Messi? If you said Ronaldo, you get 2 points. Everyone, congratulations, you got 2 points. And if anyone said Messi was still better, I respect that, because you would rather get 2 less points than to say something that you don't believe in, and I'm okay with that. Okay. At the end of the day, they're 2 of the greatest soccer or football players of all time. Right? It's just that Ronaldo's better than the other one. But that's okay. That's okay. That's okay. Tally up your scores. Did you get 20 out of 25? If you did, congratulations, whatever your score is. And if you're in the Winners Club, make sure to comment down below to see. And if not, if you're under 20, you're in the Losers Club with me. So let me know if you're joining me. Don't worry, we got cookies. We'll have chocolate chip cookies. We'll have some raisin cookies for those that said Messi. We'll have some oatmeal cookies. Okay, this is all good. Alright, thank you all for watching. I do appreciate it. I hope you all have a great rest of your day or great rest of your night. And I hope that if you want to sleep, you're ready to sleep at the moment. Have a good night, everybody. This has been ASMR Dano. Make sure to have a good